Hello, and welcome to my presentation on Carolina Bays. I would like to thank Dabblers Den and Antonio Zamora for getting me interested in the impact theory. I'd like to thank the USGS for providing LiDAR data on the national map. I was interested in the impact theory of a comet into the Laurentine ice sheet around Michigan, producing the bays. So my idea was, well, if there's bays in South Carolina along the eastern seaboard, then there should be bays all around this circle here. So I went to look for them, and what I found was something I didn't expect. These are the quintessential South Carolina bays. You see they're almost perfectly elliptical in shape, and the major axis tends to point towards a location in the central Michigan area. The bays are named for the type of tree that grows in them, and not actually because they look like bays from the ocean or water or something. These are bays further south in Carolina. You can see that they're not actually elliptical here, but more of a teardrop shape. This is the western extent of the bays in Alabama. No bays were found in Mississippi, Louisiana, or Arkansas. This is Seminole Valley near Georgia, Alabama, Florida corners. Rounded shaped depressions found in Florida. Moving up the coast, these are bays in Virginia. Maryland and Delaware have many smaller bays. New Jersey is the northern extent of the bays along the eastern coast. These are the bays found in the Nebraska rainwater basin. They are also elliptical and point towards central Michigan area. These are depressions found in the sand dunes of northern Nebraska. These are depressions found in northern Texas. Notice they line up with the underlying strata. Also notice that further on the lower left-hand side, the dry stream bed has more sand, and you can see the duning along some of the bays. This is bays in southern Texas near Brownsville. We have bays in New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Kansas. This was the aha moment when I found this bay. Notice that a new bay formed here alongside older bays. This is a close-up of the newer bay. You can see older bays nearby. The formation of this bay is not by impact, but by dissolution of the underlying strata. Probably a sinkhole was formed, collapsed, and then the upper layers of sand slid and fell down into it. Bays were found in Minnesota and Iowa. Bays were found in Illinois. In fact, there are so many bays in Illinois that one time it rivaled South Carolina. It's a very interesting bay in Montgomery County. Notice the drainage field in the bay, and also notice at the southern end of the bay, which is nearly circular in shape, there's a protrusion of the hill into the bay, and the bay actually goes around the higher elevations here. So this could not have been formed by impact. These are more interesting bays in Illinois. You can see the features are like a flat plateau up on the upper right. What I believe these are the bottoms of the bay. They were somehow being more resistant to weathering and erosion from the meltwater pulse that followed the later Wisconsin epoch. And so therefore these bays are formed much earlier than the Younger Dryas. Bays in Indiana. Kentucky and Tennessee. Northern Alaska and Southern Alaska. Bermuda and Puerto Rico. Argentina, Russia, Siberia, China. This is the geology overlay of North America. You can see on the map where the colors of the rocks correlate to where bays have been found. This is an interesting Carolina Bay. In addition to having a raised rim around the bay, the parts of the interior are also raised. This is another interesting bay in Georgia. Notice the drainage field inside the bay, and also notice there are new bays being formed inside the bay, in addition to the smaller bay on towards the left side. These are more inverted bays like we saw in Illinois. The base of the bay is elevated around the surrounding terrain. And notice there are some small depressions being formed in one bay also. These small bays look like they're forming just like the ones in Nebraska that we saw. This is another example of newer and more ancient bays in southern Carolina. I know I mentioned there wasn't any bays found in Mississippi and Louisiana, but here's a picture of a single bay found. I want to thank you for watching my video on bays. If you have any questions, just post them below. Bye.